A massive threshold has been crossed now in the Commanders' contract impasse with star wide receiver Terry McLaurin, as sources have confirmed to me that McLaurin has requested a trade from the organization. Now, as severe as that sounds, let's be clear, this kind of thing still happens all the time around the NFL. Earlier this season, Cleveland Browns star pass rusher Myles Garrett requested a trade from Cleveland and about 6 weeks later signed a massive contract extension with the Browns. Go back a few years, sort of locally, star MVP quarterback Lamar Jackson requested a trade from the Baltimore Ravens. Last I checked, Lamar is still playing in Baltimore. Still, this is a sign that Terry McLaurin and the Washington Commanders remain very far apart in their contract conversations. So what happens next? It's unclear. For Terry McLaurin, there's not a lot of other ways he could try to force Washington's hand to get back to the contract negotiating table. But for the team, Terry's under contract. They can simply point to the 2025 deal and say, hey, you got to play on this thing. Now, Terry's existing ankle injury does complicate things a little bit, but still, you like to think cooler heads can prevail here. Maybe they can figure out the right amount of money, or maybe they could just stack up the guaranteed money in Terry's deal so that the average annual salary isn't quite as important. Some reports have speculated that McLaurin wants to be paid more than DK Metcalf. That would put him into the top 3 or 4 highest paid receivers in the NFL. It's hard to think that Washington, knowing Terry turns 30 in September, is willing to go that high. But what if you can get the guaranteed dollar amount into the $50 million or $55 million range? Wouldn't that be awfully hard for Terry to turn down? What I do know is a lot of fans are absolutely freaked out, and I understand that reaction. But I also understand business in the NFL, and sometimes it gets ugly. Unfortunately, we've reached the ugly stage of the McLaurin Commanders contract talks, but that doesn't mean it has to end in an ugly fashion. Covering the Commanders, I'm JP Finley.